Hello, group number 1, and welcome. Let's see what's in store for you in February 2024. The rune that came out for you is called Anzus, and this is a very special rune because it actually shows spirit, universe, God, Allah, whatever you want to call that collective consciousness energy working directly with you this month as a spirit guide. And this is showing that in February there is going to be an unusual set of circumstances and situations that unfold for you that is a divine intervention. This is a completely new set of circumstances, energy, lessons to unfold for you that are not currently present in your life. So some of you, if you're watching this in February or after February, you may have already seen what the circumstances were that, like, in January, you could not have necessarily predicted that this was going to happen. If you have no idea what I'm talking about yet, I can promise you that there may be, like, it's going to look so different for all of you, but we'll get the tarot to maybe get some info on this. But it's literally like a whole new set of circumstances and energy, something that you won't be able to predict on your own until it happens, really. And it's also a set of circumstances that your consciousness, your conscious energy may be like, I don't know what to do, I'm confused by this, like what the heck's going on? But your unconscious energy, your intuition, source energy knows exactly what to do in this situation, and you may be guided heavily by your dreams, your intuition, or more directly, there may be some sort of older figure or teacher that comes in and helps guide you through what's happening in your life in February. So you will have the answers if you tune into your intuition this month, but definitely expect whole new circumstances, situations, energies to come through, and we'll get some more info on that. But the overall lesson, spiritual energy this month for you is the rainbow, which is a beautiful spirit that shows a bridge between this world and the next. So you may be going through some sort of major transition in February, which is absolutely stunning. The rainbow tells you that the end of the storm is near. Persevere and remember that it's just darkest before dawn. Do not give up hope. Things are about to make a positive turn. Listen for the morning rooster that announces the coming of the dawn, even when the night is still darkest. But do not claim victory yet or let your guard down fully. So a lot of you guys have been working pretty hard to maintain your success, to keep building up your success, studying hard, working hard, doing a lot of good stuff for your mental health or physical well-being. This is saying keep up that good work, because in February there may be some substantial progress and successes. So that's beautiful. Let's see what your energy oracle says. Financial constraints in reverse. Oh my gosh, I should have said it. As I was reading this card, I was thinking to myself, you know, I have a feeling that group number 1 is going to come into some money in February, and that's the circumstance. Like, you may have been lacking finances or working really, really hard in your job or something like that. Oh my gosh, guys. And then I even thought about this card, but I'm like, no, I'm not going to mention that, because what if this card comes out upright? And of course, it came out in reverse for you. Oh my gosh, always listen to your intuition, especially if you're a reader. Lesson learned. Anyways, financial constraints in reverse really goes well with this rainbow message. And when this card comes out in reverse, it shows the end of financial hardship, okay? If it's not financial hardship you've been dealing with, some of you, it may be your health, okay? So either or, if you've been struggling with your health, I feel like that's improving in February, or your wealth that is improving in February. So there is certainly some more money coming in. If you already feel like you have a lot of money, this could be budgeting your money better. This could be investing it in things that will yield a ton of results and long-term financial success and stability. So it's looking really good, guys. We have indecision coming out upright. Yeah, there's definitely, like I said, those new sets of circumstances that are coming up for you. I feel like it's going to be like, wow, I don't really know what to do here. I don't know why I'm visualizing for some of you. It's like, I don't know if I want to return back to something. So, and I got the visual. Some of you may be offered a position at your old job, which is very specific, very interesting. I suppose this could also be an old friendship or relationship that wants to return as well, and you simply don't know if you want to accept them into your life. So we do see some analyzing there, some tuning into your intuition and seeing what this situation has to offer, this person has to offer. Rest and rejuvenation. This is where you're going to get your answers, guys. Lots of meditation. I feel like many of you who selected group number 1 are going to be doing some sort of spiritual practice a lot more in February. This could be meditating. This could be going on mental health walks, journaling, things of that nature. And it's really important for you to do this in February because, like I said, Spirit itself is going to act as a major guide for you, and there is some sort of divine intervention that's taking place in February. What does that mean? It's like, this is not a month where you're going to be maintaining the status quo. Okay, now you may be trying to focus on maintaining that status quo, being in your routine, not thinking much about it, but I feel like there is going to be some outside disruptions to your routine, and it doesn't have to be a bad thing, guys, you know, and like events unfolding that are very unexpected, and this could be good, it could be bad. It's pretty neutral. All right, for example, this could be like suddenly meeting the love of your life and it really throws you for a loop and you don't know what to do. This could be running into a lot of money. This could be, you know, having something else come up that's, you know, something you have to deal with. When you're able to go back to this place of rest, rejuvenation, spiritual practice every single day, you're able to clear your energies of everything you go through and connect with spirit, source energy, to get the answers that you need and to listen to your intuition, which is always guiding you in the best possible direction in every single given moment. We have the thinking woman in reverse. Yeah, this is what you're gonna want to avoid in February, guys. Overthinking a situation. You could also be dealing with a person, and they don't have to be a woman. For a lot of you, it will be a woman who is trying to use their voice, their words, their honeyed words to kind of get what they want and manipulate a situation. So I would be mindful of that. I would also read all of the agreements here. For example, if you get a big opportunity, whether it's something or someone from the past coming back around or a whole new opportunity, I want you to read the entire contract, okay? And it doesn't even have to be a legitimate business contract. This could also be like, someone wants to be in a relationship with you. Okay, what are the terms and conditions? What are the agreements? What are the boundaries? What does that mean? And really going over the fine print of that, so that way there's no confusion, heartbreak, or anything like that in the future, or at least we're minimizing that by knowing exactly what you're agreeing to, exactly what you're signing up for. Okay. I am desperate to see what the tarot is going to show for February for you guys, because I know something big is happening. Ace of Cups, oh my gosh. An offer of love, emotional fulfillment. Guys, this is pretty big. Aces are pretty big, okay? So I am seeing, for a lot of you, this is a love offer. Like, this is an emotional love offer coming through. New love, old love returning, trying to offer you something. Or if you're currently committed to someone, this could be an ascension of that commitment, whether you're moving in together, getting married, etc. Now, this doesn't have to be romantic. I'm also seeing for a lot of you, I'm seeing here someone watching is going to get a new grandbaby in particular, I'm seeing, or niece or nephew, something like that. Or maybe some of you are getting pregnant. I'm not sure. You know, it'll look different for everyone. But like I said, this is big news. This is a big offer. Okay. Wow. And I just totally dropped it. And it's an emotional one, an emotionally fulfilling one. The Ace of Cups can also show a new creative outlet or hobby or project. So some of you watching may be starting a spiritual or creative based business this month, or some sort of fresh start with that. So I love the Ace of Cups. It is a very fun card. It's something that makes your heart feel like it's overflowing with ideas, with love. You know, for example, if it's a new person coming in, your heart can be overflowing with ideas like, oh my gosh, we could do this, we could do that, we can bond in this way, we can bond in that way. If it's like a new niece, nephew, grandbaby, it's like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to take the baby out and do this first experience. I'm gonna nurture the mom in this way after the baby's born, blah, 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 blah. A lot of creative ideas are flooding into your head alongside whatever this opportunity is. So that is so beautiful. The energy is very fertile right now. And again, I feel like the universe is sort of giving you a whole new set of circumstances that are unforeseen currently, or at least in January. So it could be good, you know? For example, you may be going about your life, you know, your projects, your work, your routine, the status quo. And obviously if someone really, really close to you says, oh, I want to be in a relationship, or oh, I'm pregnant, like that's gonna open up a whole new can of worms in a good way or a bad way. You know, you have a lot more to think about now to keep life interesting. That's what I'm seeing. The universe will always keep your life interesting. Oh my gosh. Group number 1, Ace of Swords right next to that Ace of Cups. Are you kidding me? Guys, first 2 cards out are aces. This is fresh communication. And all of the examples that keep popping into my mind that I'm picking up from you guys, it seems to be related to communication. Someone is randomly coming up and communicating something to you, whether it is their feelings, they want to work things out, they're pregnant, they want to elevate your relationship, they want to start a business with you, or some of you may be launching your own creative project or business and you're communicating with the world. You know, this is what I'm doing. So it could be one way or the other. For some of you, it's like you're the one who is, you know, creating this opportunity, this new start for yourself, and you're the one delivering the news of this new start to other people. But for the majority of you, I feel like it's the other way around, where you're just minding your own business in life and people around you are coming up and giving you some pretty big news. And this will be, like I said, an entirely new set of circumstances, a whole new direction in life, a whole new subject to focus on, essentially. Wow. It's very, very positive. I mean, aces in the tarot, when they're upright, they shine so much light onto the rest of the reading, and like the rest of the reading just has such a positive glow to it. So it's very exciting. And of course, like you can't stop thinking about it. It becomes like a healthy, good, fun distraction from your normal routine, your normal life. You have the Hermit in reverse. Okay. So here's the thing, guys. I feel for some of you, it's like this new start takes place and you get really, really excited to build upon it, to grow it. However, it's like you want it to consume you. Okay, how can I describe this energy? For example, if you get into a new relationship, it's like you want to spend every day with that person and have these new experiences and really go after it. I feel like the universe is going to keep things at a nice, even-keeled pace though. Keep things tempered up a little bit. So you will still have alone time to yourself to focus on your projects, your goals, your finances, etc., to focus on yourself. And that may be slightly frustrating for you because you just want to dive into this new chapter, this new energy. And I feel that the universe is gonna keep things even keeled, So for example, this could be starting a new relationship with someone who may be at a distance, or they may only have, time to do one date a week for right now. Something like that. But oh my God, all of these aces, you gotta be kidding me. This one's in reverse though, so that's significant. All right, and it's the Ace of Wands, fire energy, passion. So the only thing I'm seeing here is that your passion and that flow of passion, it may feel a little bit stifled for you this month. What does that mean? Like I was just saying, you're going to want to spend every minute, growing this and just diving headfirst into this new energy that's coming up. And I feel like the circumstances are not going to allow you to do that, okay? So for example, let's just say your sister is pregnant and you want to dive into that and be there with her every day, help clean her house, be involved, whatever. She may be busy. She may say, you know what, I only need you once a week. If you want to come over once a week and help out or whatnot, I'll accept that. And it's like you have all of this passion, all this fire energy, this drive to pour into this new chapter. And the universe is like, slow your roll a little bit, okay? Don't lose yourself in this new exciting beginning, okay? Some of you may feel frustrated because it's actually like you have more love and desire than the people involved are willing to accept right now. And Spirit's saying use some of that love and that passion and that desire and pour it into areas that are appreciating it and reciprocating it. Okay, so for example, let's just say you're a newfound grandmother or grandfather and you just want to spend every stinking day helping out and helping with the baby, helping with the mom, the dad, whatever. And they only want to see you once a week, once every 2 weeks, what have you. They want their own personal individual time. And it's like, well, what do I do with all of this energy? You can channel that into something else. For example, if you are into quilting, you may make a quilt for the baby to enjoy, or you may, donate to charity something. I don't know, I don't know how to describe it. Channel that love, that passion into either some sort of charity, other places that are more willing to accept it right now, or into yourself, okay? So instead of sitting around by the phone, for example, waiting to hear back about this from the people involved, keep yourself busy. Use that energy towards something super productive. For example, when I was in my most beautiful relationships, and I was in that honeymoon phase when I couldn't stop thinking about the person, I made some of my best artwork during that time because I channeled those feelings into my art instead of just sitting there worrying and, not doing anything. I feel like that's such a waste of energy. So that's the only thing I'm seeing here with you guys. All right, let's see what else comes out for this month ahead. We have the Fool in reverse. Exactly. I just want to get started. I just can't wait. It feels like a kid that's gonna go to Disney World and they just can't wait for it. Some of you guys may literally have a trip planned and you're just so excited you can't wait. That's what this energy feels like. It's extremely positive, but it's also frustrating because it's positive, but it's you can't fully be in that positive, loving energy 100% right now because of the circumstances that prevail. So Really interesting stuff. Okay, 2 more cards came out. If I can pick them up. We have the 7 of Wands, stand your ground, stand up for yourself, stand up for what you want. And we have Strength in reverse. Okay, some of you are going to have a more vulnerable conversation with the people in your life this month. Really, again, like I said, talk about the terms and the conditions straight up. If you're in a new relationship, or if someone from the past is coming back, really sit down and have a conversation. How often do you want to see each other? How regularly do you want to text and call? How do you want to navigate our families and meeting each other's families? Like, what are your opinions on that? Or you could apply this to whatever situation you're in. If some of you are starting a new business, that's very exciting. How much time are you going to dedicate towards this business? What hours of the day, what days of the week will you work towards this business? Get really clear about the terms and conditions, so that way you're not just sitting in this Ace of Wands reverse energy. Like, you have all this creativity, all of this love, all of this passion that you can't wait to pour into something, but you're just sitting around because you don't know when you could do that or when you'll have the time to do that. You just really need to get started and figure those things out. So that way, it's clear in your mind, and you can figure out a plan for what you're going to do in the meantime. And I think it's just really important to have that authentic conversation. And also, while you're at it, advocate for your wants and needs. You can't force other people to change. If you're somebody who, for example, needs to hear from someone every day, if you're dating them, whether it's like a text or a call, just checking in every day. If that's something that's important to you, you need to communicate that with them. And they may or may not be like, well, I'm the type of person who just, likes to text or call when I want to. Like, texting every day is not my thing. Blah, 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 blah. You may need to sit down and really have a conversation about that and figure out some sort of compromise. Some of you, I'm seeing the specific example is you may be asking for reduced hours at your job so you can focus on whatever this new set of circumstances is, whether it's you starting a new business or having a baby or helping a family member out, something like that. And I am seeing you negotiating the terms and conditions of that with your job. We have the Magician. Everything you need to manifest a positive outcome in your life is presently on the table. Okay, I feel like this is talking about these finances, this increase in money that's coming for you. I feel like you already have the skills or the idea present. It's already in your energy, in your aura. It's just really a matter of getting started. The Fool reversed represents the need to just get started and get clear. Don't sit in this lingering, uncertain energy, this sort of not sure where you stand with someone, not sure if you're going to move forward with an idea, uncertain energy. That's not where you want to be. You already have all of your needs and wants, all of your skills on the table. So it's just now a matter of having a conversation or getting started or getting the answers that you need. We have the 5 of Pentacles reverse, exactly. For a lot of you, I'm seeing here, this is talking about just taking that leap of faith, asking that person, what are we? Or having a conversation with your friend, like, I want to see you more often. I want to help you out more often. Or literally just getting started on your business idea or whatever idea you have. And I would recommend not staying stuck in any state of mind that's like a limbo, like a purgatory type of energy, where you're very uncertain about where you stand with someone or if you're going to start something. That's what you're trying to avoid. Get out of that sort of lack, poverty type of mindset and get the answers you need. I think that's what the Magician really talks about. I love that. Let's see what else comes out. Oh, we have, the Hanged Man in reverse. and the Six of Cups in reverse. For some of you, this is like a relationship in your life that's sort of hanging in this limbo state. You know, I keep coming back to this image in my mind of like a mother who just wants to spend more time with their daughter because their daughter might be going through some sort of big life change, and you know that daughter is just busy and you're just sort of like waiting by the phone, waiting around. Or I'm also seeing the image of some of you where it's like waiting for someone to admit their feelings, waiting for someone to commit to you. And Spirit is really saying like, that is not the place you want to be at energetically at all. That's a lack mindset, a lack perspective. You know, whatever your circumstance is, like stop waiting. Use your time better, you know? If you're that mom, for example, waiting for your daughter or son to, you know, reach out and spend time with you, have you considered going out, signing up for classes, making new friends, and then really going out of your comfort, traveling, making your life really fulfilling and fun, you know, instead of waiting? Because the energy of waiting is just so tremendously agonizing. And also, it does dim your light. It makes you lack confidence, especially if you're like waiting for someone to change, waiting for someone to commit. Oh my gosh, just don't. Even the Hanged Man reverse and the Fool in reverse, these are both giving the same message. Like, what are you waiting for? Group number one, for real. Like, just make the change. Do the thing you said you always want to do. If you always have said like, I want to, you know, start an Instagram where I show my recipes, or I want to start a podcast, I want to plant a garden, I want to start going to the gym, I want to take up a cooking class or something. Don't wait to do it any longer. Like, and on top of that, you're waiting for people to give you the time of day or give you the green light. Okay, you can come over. Okay, we can, you know, hang out. You're putting all of your feel-good hormones and feel-good energy into people or situations that are having you wait a little bit. And it's like, in the meantime, focus on your own thing, fill your own cup, expend your passionate energies elsewhere. And then when that person comes back around, they come back around, okay? We have the 10 of Wands in reverse. Now this talks about having a lot of responsibilities, a lot to focus on, a lot to do. And, you know, call upon Spirit to help you prioritize what needs to be prioritized. Make sure you're also prioritizing yourself above all else. You know, you're not people pleasing. That's one thing I would say. Final card out, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Guys, I love this. A lot of you are increasing your wealth or embarking on a journey that will increase your wealth this month. I'm seeing people starting businesses. I am seeing people who already have businesses finding a lot of financial success in that this month. I'm also seeing happiness in the home, happiness with your relationships, with your friendships, and some pretty big emotional news coming in from the people in your life, which opens up a whole new beautiful set of circumstances. You guys are being guided from Spirit to start on the ideas, the situations that were lingering in your head. I'm also seeing here with the 10 of Wands reverse, 6 of Cups reverse, and Hangman reverse, and like these 4 cards all like in reverse next to each other. I do wonder, some of you guys are being asked to let go and release old confusing situationships, and especially like exes, old friends coming back that are trying to remain in this weird, ambiguous place in your life where you're not sure if you can rely on them or not. Like, you're not sure if they're going to be here one minute, gone the next. And again, that goes back to what we were saying. Read the terms and conditions. You want to re-enter my life, but in which way? You know, are you just going to disappear again or what? You know, some of you guys, Queen of Pentacles, need to really speak on your need for stability and knowing exactly when you're going to hear from someone, see someone next. You don't like this whole hot and cold, come whenever you want, you know, whenever you please, neglect my needs and wants. I really feel like a lot of you are starting to stand up for yourself, because when you have that security and you know where you stand with people, it does allow you to enjoy life more, be more at peace, and follow your creativity, your independence more. Okay, when you are constantly in uncertainty when it comes to the people in your life and what's gonna happen, it just creates unnecessary stress. So advocate for yourself for sure, guys. This is a beautiful month. Thank you for joining me. And like this video, comment how it resonated down below, subscribe to the channel if you've not already. Doing all of these things helps send this video out to more people and helps grow this community we have here. So I'm sending you all so much love and light. Have a wonderful month ahead. Bye-bye. Hello, group number 2, and welcome. Let's see what's in store for you in February 2024. You have the rune Gabo coming out for you, which is the rune of generosity. And I feel that many of you who selected group number 2 may be expressing your generosity in some way. I'm seeing some of you will be helping friends out, maybe helping people move, or allowing a friend or guest to stay in your house, or just helping out in general. Some of you may be caregiving for someone, whether it's like a child or an elderly person, a sick person, etc. But Gabo does say, please pay attention to how much you can actually give and don't overdo it. Don't burn yourself out. It's not worth it. Fill your own cup up first. And if you are in this place of generosity, where you are giving to others or caregiving in some way, take like twice the amount of time you normally need to rest and recover and rejuvenate, and just spend time alone, like doing your hair, your skincare routine, sleeping, lounging, because you need to fill your own cup back up, okay? Extra, more than usual. So your card is the arrow in reverse, and this is talking about the spiritual theme and lesson that you'll be dealing with in February. So let's read about it. The arrow spirit symbolizes being in alignment with your heart, your soul, and essentially having an ambition that you strive towards, okay? So when it's coming out in reverse, the spirit of the arrow is giving you a medicine this month. This is a time to admit that by continuing on the path that you are on, you might be shooting yourself in the foot. Could it be that you have become so attached to winning this game that you have missed the true mark? What if your arrow was never meant to land where you wanted it? Now is the time to regroup and ask yourself if what you desire is really worth your energy. This is a sign that something better is waiting. Consider the wisdom in not getting what you want. Suffering in this case is a pathway to heal the parts of you that feel unworthy, the parts that worry there isn't enough. Make peace with those voices. What is truly yours will be waiting for you. This is an intense message that I don't want you to resist, okay? When the arrow comes out in reverse, and especially paired with Gabo, you have been giving a lot of yourself to someone or something, and this is going to sound really harsh, that does not want you. Okay? And it doesn't even have to be a person. This could be some sort of manifestation or idea that you want to, have in real life that simply does not want to be manifested with you. Okay, now I'm not talking about your biggest life goals and dreams that you're working towards and they're not quite in your life yet. Not at all, okay? What I am talking about for a lot of you is going to be a relationship or friendship that you're trying to make work. And, the phrase, if they wanted to, it will, comes to mind. If they wanted to, they would. What is meant for you will not give you the opportunity to pass you by. You know what I mean? Some of you are trying so hard to hold together a family, a relationship, a friendship, something of that nature that is not putting in the same work that you are. And it's like, what is the point anymore? What are you even getting out of this? It reminds me of a time when I was a sophomore in high school and I had the hugest crush on one of my best friends. And I was like obsessed with him, and I finally got him. And it's like the second I finally got what I wanted, I just realized I don't really like you that much. Like you made me try way too hard. And I'm much happier with someone who willingly wants me. But I was so attached to the chase and trying to get what I wanted that I wasn't even thinking in that way, you know? Sometimes when something or someone makes you chase so hard for you, in the process of chasing, you realize, you know what, I'm actually pretty fine without this person or this thing in my life. And then even if you do get what you want, you realize it isn't as great as you thought it was. You know, it kind of fell short of your expectations and perhaps even put a nasty taste in your mouth by resisting you so much. So I am seeing that energy come up somewhere in your life. Whether this be a person, a place, a thing, a manifestation, you know, what are you chasing that is running from you? Stop chasing and realign yourself to the people, the things in your life that do want you, that walk towards you. It'll move forward and unfold so much quicker and smoother when you're in a relationship, friendships, family connections, and situations that actually want you, okay? Because they will also be putting in the work. So let's read your energy for this month. We have the third chakra in reverse, okay? This is making a lot of sense with everything we just read into because the solar plexus chakra rules over your confidence and your ability to be happy and at ease, by yourself, essentially, with your life purpose and your ideas and your creativity and your personality. It's a beautiful chakra that's so important. So I would highly recommend this month doing some solar plexus chakra healing. And you could do this by looking up on YouTube solar plexus chakra healing music, put on some headphones and really visualize that part of you opening up. But in my opinion, one of the best ways to open up your solar plexus chakra is actually through dancing and moving your body and moving like a snake and unleashing all of that energy, allowing it to move upwards, and also doing some self-confidence affirmations. For example, what I would do if I were you guys, I would say to myself, I am attracted to people who are attracted to me. I only want people who want me. I only chase people who chase me too. You know, things like that. You know, convince yourself that you only want the things that want you, you know? Make yourself so disgustingly unattracted to people who are emotionally unavailable and who run from you, okay? I only give to situations that give to me. Door to personal healing and happiness is in reverse. So I feel like there's a lot of huge spiritual themes and lessons coming up for you in February, guys. I feel like you are healing this, completely shifting your mindset when it comes to whom and what you are attracted to and focus on. We have exactly Healer of the Ages in reverse. Exactly. There's spirit guides working with you when it comes to this theme in your life. In fact, I don't know why I feel guided to read this card from the booklet for you. When reversed, the Healer of the Ages indicates that you've been feeling extremely out of sorts or even upside down in your own life. You may be in the midst of some physical problem or just feeling as though you're losing energy, but this card is telling you that there are deeper levels of healing that needs to be addressed. Take some time to regroup and put your own healing first. Whether you're facing mental, emotional, physical, or addictive patterns, call upon the Healer of the Ages to bring his energy to the issues that you're working on. Quiet your mind and feel his vibration bringing you warmth and healing light, clearing away any dark or hurting space. Repeat this meditation and be patient, yet also know that divine love can heal you in the blink of a belief. I feel like a lot of you are exiting out of addictive patterns. That's what it feels like. Many of us have addictive patterns that we're not even aware of because, I mean, the more obvious ones are things like drugs and alcohol, obviously, but you know, a lot of us have love addictions where we chase after the high of romantic love, even when it, you know, runs away from us. In fact, situationships and unreciprocated love can become quite addicting because these are situations where those people involved may breadcrumb you or only give you a little bit of what you're craving. And because of that, it triggers a whole giant release of endorphins and dopamine. And that cycle, those hormones become addictive. Essentially anything that really spikes your endorphins, your dopamine, your feel-good hormones, and then exits your life, like it's not stable, that cycle becomes addictive. That is the foundation of addiction, okay? And I wish more people knew about this, because when you think about it from that lens, you realize, a lot of our worst patterns aren't, because we're weak, it's not anything to do with us. It's really just hormones and how our brains work. So when you start looking at life like that consciously, you can start consciously deciding where you get those feel-good hormones from, and focus on getting them from places that are stable and in your control, such as going out into the sunlight every day. That releases good hormones. Or relying upon friends, family who are consistently here for you. You don't have to question them and be in a trauma bond with them. Those are consistent sources. Or, eating really good, nutritious foods, exercising especially. Like, these are all things that you can do whenever. You can tap into whenever to get that consistent flow of feel-good hormones, as opposed to becoming an addiction, or, oh my gosh, I can't talk, getting into an addictive cycle with something that is out of alignment with you, has you chasing it. That's what the arrow represents in reverse. So pay attention to where you're giving your energy. Anxiety. Yes, exactly. This is what I'm talking about. Like, when you're in this addictive pattern, this is your energy. Okay, staying up late at night, worrying, crying, constantly thinking about it. Like, it's an addiction, guys. Whatever it is for you, whether it's a substance, a person, I feel that if you selected group number 2, you are waiting, you are chasing someone or something, a feeling, and you may or may not have recognized this as an addictive pattern that keeps repeating in your life. And February 2024 is the month where Spirit is working with you to break you out of this cycle, to re-empower you, and to open up those doorways to your personal healing and happiness once again. This is a month of breaking out of addiction. This is a month of breaking out of cycles. Okay, not just yours, but perhaps other people in your life as well. We have death as your first card. You've got to be kidding me. Exactly. This is a card of ending, okay? Putting a final page, final chapter, period, done, executed, no going back, saying no, closing a chapter of your life. I feel that so strongly with the arrow in reverse. You're saying, you know what? I do not want this anymore. I do not want this person or this place or this thing, this habit of mine that I keep chasing and it's running from me. I'm addicted to it. I can't stop thinking about it and it's giving me anxiety. Queen of Cups in reverse. There's going to be a ton of emotional healing that comes alongside this ending. And there will be a period of grieving as well. Don't get me wrong. You're going to be grieving the part of you that is dying with this change. The old you is dying, and a newer, confident version of yourself that is in control of your experience and your emotions is emerging. But do not get me wrong, this will come with a grieving process. All right, we have the Hanged Man. You're seeing life from a new perspective. You're looking at your desires from a new perspective as well. Beautiful. Sometimes life protects you by not getting you what you want, okay? Sometimes life protects you by not giving you what you want. Rejection is divine protection. And of course, we have the Six of Swords that came out with the Ace of Cups and Judgment. Wow. Six of Swords talks about moving to calmer, steadier waters, to solid ground. Six of Cups shows having high highs and low lows, When you're with this person, it feels wonderful. When they're not talking to you, you are anxious. When you are feeling really good and inspired and productive, it's great. And then you get into these depressive lows where you're sad, you're upset, and Spirit is working with you to bring you to calmer shores where the highs aren't as high and the lows aren't as low. It's just stable peace, a stable release of your hormones and those feel good energies. You know, once you stabilize that, it'll become so much easier for you to focus. In fact, I can make a whole video on how I believe that I cured my ADHD. It's a little out there. And you know, some psychology, science-based people, I feel like would criticize it because obviously I'm not certified to talk about these things. But I legitimately feel like I cured my ADHD because I focused so heavily on stabilizing for several years, you know, bringing my highs down and my lows up. And I feel that, weirdly enough, that helped me focus more. There's a lot more that goes into it, but I just feel like you'll be more focused, more confident, more peaceful through no longer chasing these high highs, okay? No longer chasing what is running. And of course, we have the Ace of Cups, which is such a positive, beautiful new beginning, emotionally new beginning. You know, life works in really mysterious and funny ways. I feel like when you decide, you know what, I'm choosing myself and I'm focusing on self-love, I am no longer going to require other people or external situations to make me happy. Like, as long as I got myself, I'm good because I can focus on my goals, the things that bring me joy, the things that bring me stable, consistent happiness, such as the sunlight and working on my projects and my friends who are always here for me, or snuggling my cats or whatever. Like, you realize you don't need to rely upon external people who are unstable inconsistently in your life for your happiness. You don't need their approval. And it's almost like once you make that realization and get on this beautiful path of self-love and consistency, the universe brings you amazing relationships and opportunities anyways. It's almost like they bring you what you wanted in the first place anyway. So I think that's really funny. And then we have Judgment coming out, which I just am viewing this card as like you taking a look at your entire life overall and deciding what needs to stay and what needs to go. I feel like you're not like having a midlife crisis, well, maybe a little bit like a midlife crisis, where you're just taking a look at everything that your conscious awareness is focused on, and you're determining like what's worth it, what's not worth it. And you're making really big judgment calls. You're listening to your intuition, which is beautiful. Also, I gotta say, Judgment next to the Ace of Cups, I feel like while you're on this journey of releasing your addictive patterns and sort of bettering your mindset, older connections from the past are going to be improved. I am specifically seeing a lot of you are improving your relationship with your family, with your parents, okay? Like where it may have been troubled before, I don't know. It's like you are really able to improve that connection. So that's really beautiful. This could even be old friends, old lovers, what have you, coming back around, and you've done the healing, the growing, the changing to appreciate it for what it is and not try to change anyone. I feel like that's the big thing that's happening here. You're no longer trying to change anyone. You're accepting your parents, for example, for exactly who they are. And on a very deep spiritual level, you're making the realization like everyone is entitled to be the person they want to be in this lifetime. It is their life. And I have no right to tell them how to act. So take your parents, for example. I have no right to tell or expect my parents to be any different, better, change, to be a better parent to me. It is their life. They can be whoever they want. This is who they choose to be, and I respect that, radically respect that. And just because someone's a parent does not mean that their life is over and they just adapt to whatever, whatever society or whatever that child thinks and wants of them. No, everyone on this planet has the free will to be their own unique soul, and you aren't going to resonate with every single soul you encounter. However, I just feel you taking on this new perspective, and it's really hard to explain. It's something that you're going to feel, though, where it's like you're just radically accepting people for who they are and respecting them for who they are. And you don't need your parents to be perfect. You don't need your friends, your partners, whatever, to be perfect. It's like, I respect you for who you are, and I'm no longer going to chase you. I'm no longer going to try molding you into the person that I need you to be. You be who you are. I'll love and respect that. And if that does not align with my particular needs and wants, I'm not going to chase you. I am simply going to accept you for who you are and look elsewhere for those needs and wants. And when you look at life like this, first off, the amount of love and respect that you have for everyone tremendously increases. And also the amount of peace that you experience, oh my gosh, I can't even begin to explain how much it increases, because it's just, no one should have to try to mold others into the person you need them to be. And if that's where you're at, I feel like in February, that is what you're leaving behind. That's the death card. Some of you may have already had these realizations, and you're leaving it behind in January and previous months. And in February, this whole new emotional cycle, Ace of Cups, is beginning. One where you are experiencing peace. And also I'm seeing a deep sense of spirituality as well, like seeing life from a whole new perspective. It's just incredibly beautiful. You're leveling up. 6 of Pentacles. This is the thing as well. When you make this shift, you are going to attract people who actually give what you give. You no longer chase situations and people who don't want you, essentially, who are running from you. And it just feels so much better to be with people or in situations that want you to be there, that chase you as much as you chase them, who, wouldn't even think to put you in a position to lose them, We have the 8 of Pentacles, beautiful card. A lot of you, this is just showing you working hard this month, working hard towards your dreams, your goals, your desires, because you deserve it, putting in a lot of work. I'm also seeing learning new skills this month. King of Wands. Oh my gosh, I love this energy. This is, first off, going to be your energy, very focused, entrepreneurial, okay, innovative, and feeling really in control of your life and your happiness and the success of what you're focusing on. It's like, if you're not successful yet, you're going to keep working hard, improving until you get successful. That's the sort of attitude that the King of Wands has. Also, this may be someone that's coming into your life, I feel, an energy that's coming into your life that is masculine. They might be older, and they are very creative, innovative. I hit the microphone. They're a leader. They are probably an entrepreneur of some sort, very fiery. They could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They don't have to be, though. And this person's going to inspire you so much. And, this is a situation, a person, an energy that really looks after you and recognizes what you bring to the table. So it's beautiful. That's what you're headed towards. You're walking away from this Queen of Cups type of person and energy that is emotionally manipulative, may lead you on, or kind of, I don't know. It could be like an older feminine energy. They don't have to be woman, and King of Wands does not have to be a man, but they may be someone who is more, Queen of Cups, maybe someone who is more spiritually minded or creatively minded, but they could have like a lot of emotions towards you, but, they may keep you in this state of worrying and chasing them and confusion, and that's not good. That's emotional manipulation. So that's what you're walking away from and you're headed towards this beautiful King of Wands energy, which is warm and exciting, giving you new experiences, opportunities. We have the 10 of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, this is a great month to heal your family, your relationships, as well as like your own personal stability. King of Swords in reverse. Okay, another person coming out. And this is more mature, possibly older air sign energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And whoever this may be could be a little bit more cold, not affectionate. Very rarely do they communicate about their emotions. They're very business oriented. having very strong boundaries, tolerating no one's BS, masculine type of energy. And again, you are switching to someone who no longer tries chasing for masculine warmth emotionally, or feminine emotional consistency. Like, you don't chase that. If it's not there, it's not there. You respect people for who they are. It's not your job to heal anyone unless they're paying you, unless you're a therapist or someone. It's not your job. And even then, like, you can't force people to change or heal. You can only, point out to them what you see. We have the Nine of Pentacles. I love this. So many of you are cultivating more, first off, finances for yourself. And I love how we go from the Eight of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles. Well, actually 6, 8, 9. We had 10 there in reverse. That's what you're building up towards. A lot of you, your finances are increasing in February, which I feel for a lot of people actually. But I am seeing like you're building up your personal happiness, which is fantastic. And the Nine of Pentacles shows a focus on hobbies this month as well. So some of you may be investing in a hobby or business or project of yours. So financially investing in something like that brings you happiness. I'm also seeing investing into your wardrobe and appearance as well. Oh, and final 2 cards out, we have Strength reversed and the Seven of Cups upright. Strength reversed came out for group number 1 as well. Let me just say that. And, this is a card about like people who do not have the strength to really deal with their shadow attributes. And again, it is not your job to make people realize the ways in which they need to heal. I keep coming back to like the energy of someone who sees so much potential in someone and knows that you could be great with them or work wonderful together, or see so much healing and growth in that person. And it's like you keep giving them advice, you fall in love with their potential and you stay there, but like that is a version of themselves that is not in the present moment. You need to radically accept people and accept that, some people don't want to change, some people don't want to heal. And that doesn't mean you should stick around, You shouldn't put up with stuff just because you see with someone's potential. Likewise, you should be focusing on your own shadow, on your own healing that needs to be done. Why are you attracted to emotionally unavailable people? Why are you chasing after things that do not chase you? Why do you lack confidence? This is the shadow work you need to, get down to doing, all right? Does it have to do with your family, your emotion, or your upbringing, your childhood? Probably, because we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Even the King of Swords reverse, Queen of Cups reverse. I was wondering if some of you guys, like, this is your parents, an emotionally cold or absent father, and an emotionally sort of manipulative, all over the place, overbearing or neglectful mother, is that your story? Is that the root of this all? Because that's what may need to be unpacked here. That may be the reason why you chase after energies that do not chase you. And that's what's changing. So there's essentially some deep psychological revelations happening in February. Okay, if I could summarize this. Thank you guys for joining me. You're going to be so much happier, like more at peace through all of this. I'm telling you, like, this is a complete leveling up. I love it. All right. If you want to support this channel, like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe to the channel if you've not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. Thank you guys. Bye-bye. Hello, group number 3, and welcome. Let's see what's in store for you in February 2024. So the rune Awaz came out for you, which is a very optimistic insight that events will actually be moving forward quite rapidly in February. So this is definitely not a month where you're going to be bored or feeling like life is moving slowly, everything's moving slowly. Not at all. So if you feel that way right now, prepare for some pretty big changes. Actually, February will challenge you and your ability to make very quick decisions, because things, like I said, will be moving very, very quickly. The spiritual theme and lesson coming out for you this month is the staff in reverse. The staff connects us to our desires and earth energy, and it helps bring our desires down into this physical planet. So when it comes out in reverse like this, it is giving you some form of spiritual healing, wisdom, and message. You are caught in the delicate balance between opposing forces, between masculine and feminine, between action and non-action. Use this to your advantage, as there can be no day without night, no low without high, no wrong without right. This is the time to take corrective action, beginning with your beliefs about what needs to be fixed or repaired. Let destiny take its course, nudging it slightly along. Beautiful message of allowing things to unfold as they may and correcting what needs to be corrected in your life. I feel like there's going to be a lot of improvements this month. So let's see what the energy has to say. You have the thinking man upright. Okay, so some of you may be dealing with a man this month. I don't know why I'm seeing this as a man who is looking at you and seeing your potential. And this could be in the workplace, this could be in love, or some other matter like that, you know, seeing everything that you have to offer and wanting to guide you along towards some sort of promotion or relationship or, you know, something like that. I feel like someone's valuing what you bring to the table, and they may come to you with some form of offer. So that is very interesting. Angel of Love in reverse. Wow. Okay. To be quite honest with you, when the Angel of Love comes out in reverse, I feel like a lot of you may have recently gone through some sort of heartbreak, a relationship, situationship, friendship, something like that may have failed. And the Angel of Love is helping to mend your heart space. So I would recommend doing some heart chakra clearing and cleansing. Literally go on YouTube and just look up heart chakra meditation music. Throw on some headphones, lay down or sit down with your eyes closed, listen to the frequencies, and just allow whatever comes up to come up and flow through you, and imagine it being cleansed and sent back into Mama Earth's core, where it can transmute into pure source energy and return to you. The Angel of Love is working with you to heal your heart space and all your relationships. So call upon her whenever you need to, with whatever question, concern, or request you have. We have, oh my gosh, man holding a heart in reverse. So clearly there is a situation here. For a lot of you, this is a man that we're talking about. Doesn't have to be a man though. And to me, it feels like someone is in denial about their affection towards you, or they have deep affection towards you that they are not handling appropriately. So I'm going to read these cards from the book for you guys. Let's start with man holding a heart in reverse, 45. Let's see. Oh my gosh. When this card is reversed, it could indicate a disconnect or even a total shutdown regarding your emotional life. It's time to open up and know that you can handle deep emotions and the energy they bring up. Whether it's anger, grief, or utter bliss, you can be comfortable in the experience and their expression. The man holding a heart reverse can also indicate a difficult connection or relationship with a man who may be easy to anger, deceitful, or quick to criticize. His behavior could be attributed to fear and self-doubt, yet he would never admit it. So this is someone I feel who has very deep feelings towards you, but they are so self-conscious and insecure that the deeper their feelings get, it seems to be that the more emotionally reactive they get, or defensive or hypercritical of you, and it doesn't make any sense to you, and they would never admit it. Their ego is a little too big here. You deserve honoring in any relationship, so set some boundaries and don't buy into this emotional chaos. Your soul longs for emotional peace. Yeah, I feel like whoever this is, you may have seen a really good future with them. It doesn't even have to be romantic. It could be any type of relationship. And at the same time, you're like, I deserve better, you know? Let's read about the Angel of Love, because I feel like she is helping you to prevent this dude or this person from, you know, continuing to sort of play around with your heart, kind of like a cat playing with a mouse. It's like, in the reverse position, the Angel of Love could indicate a possible disconnect in matters of the heart. Didn't we just say that? Well, this sometimes signifies a divorce or separation. It could also imply an emotional rift where two people stay connected on a superficial basis, yet at a deeper level seem to be going their own ways. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you select group number 3. It feels like in the past couple of weeks or months, you may have disconnected from one, possibly multiple people. And you are straight up like grieving the loss of that and healing from that still, you know? In this position, the angel can also refer to an old separation. If the longing remains alive in one partner's heart, which I'm going to pause and say, I do feel like whoever this is that you separated from, I feel like they're also being represented by the thinking man, and they're still looking at this connection, still thinking about you, and you feel their energy pulling on your energy essentially. So, wow. Or this could even be you in your own grieving process. If you find yourself unable to let go, this loving angel is telling you it's time to release any toxic or unrequited attachment you may be holding on to. The universe is waiting for you to free your heart and open your life to the fully present and honoring love that you so rightly deserve. So look in the mirror and see the angel of love there with you. Know that you are worthy of this tender emotion from yourself and others. So this might be a difficult message for some of you to hear, but the angel of love and spirit is coming through in this reading to say, listen, we are guiding you here today, and it doesn't matter if someone keeps coming back. It doesn't matter if this relationship, this situationship is confusing. We are telling you right here, right now, that you deserve better, and it is no longer in your best interest to continue waiting for this person to change or evolve or reach back out. It is no longer on your highest path to be hanging on to this in any way, because this person needs to go through their own healing. They need to learn how to let go of their ego and build their own self-esteem, their own confidence. And that journey is going to take them a long time. And your spirit guides are saying, we do not want you to waste your time, your precious time here on earth, waiting for this person to be the right partner for you. It is an absolute waste. And by doing that, you are not loving yourself. You are not respecting yourself. This person does not respect you. They do not respect you. And it does not matter that you can feel their love for you. You can feel how deeply they want you. It doesn't matter, because they do not have the maturity and the respect to give you what you deserve. And you deserve an adult relationship with someone who is open to it, with someone who has done their own inner healing work just like you've done. And by waiting for people like this to change or reach back out, you are deeply preventing yourself energetically from experiencing the love that you do deserve. And think about all the times you fell in love and had crushes in the past, okay? You're gonna have that feeling again for someone else, and you'll be over this person like nothing, okay? You're really not missing out on anything. All of the feelings that you long for in this connection, it's not special to them. You will find that again in someone else. So this month, I feel there may be some remnant grieving that some of you may be doing for a lost connection or lost connections, okay? Some of you may be feeling this person's energy longing for you, and that is not a sign from the universe. The universe is saying very clearly right now, this is not for you. We have the 6th chakra archangel Metatron in reverse, okay? So you may also want to do some healing on your 3rd eye chakra. This will help you listen to your intuition more and listen to what your spirit guides are trying to tell you about this situation. So I recommend going on YouTube, looking up 3rd eye chakra meditation music, slapping them headphones on, sitting down, laying down with your eyes closed, and seeing what comes up. Visualize your 3rd eye chakra opening, cleansing, and then sit in that silence and see what thoughts, energies, and feelings naturally emerge. Acknowledge them and release them. Repeat this process for, I would say, at least 10 to 20 minutes. Okay. Woo! 10 of Pentacles, or 10 of Swords, sorry. This is the card of ending, beating a dead horse, guys. This is what I really feel. If you're still waiting for this person to come around, or reaching out to them. Like, you're truly beating a dead horse here. This situation is dead, done, over with. And I know that may sound harsh for some of you, but there is literally nothing left for you to gain here. And the angel of love is working overtime to protect you from this person, okay? And to make sure that this relationship does not work out, because it is not for your highest good, okay? Think about it like that. Your ancestors, your spirit guides are literally going out of their way to ensure that you're not getting what you want, which may be this person, because this person is not good for you, okay? So take some of that burden off their shoulders and stop waiting for it, stop chasing it, and step back into the present moment. Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. The cards are singing in perfect harmony today. 8 of Cups, look at that. This is literally you listening to your intuition, your spirit guides, which are saying, hey, it's time to move on from this. There's nothing left here for you to gain. Some of you guys, you haven't actually separated from them yet. I am seeing some of you guys watching, maybe married to someone, and you emotionally have already kind of checked out, moved on. And Spirit's saying it's time to put that on paper. Like, it's time to truly, in the physical, move on, because you're actually preventing yourself now from experiencing the love that you deserve. So, wow, this reading is giving permission. Your spirit guides are giving you permission. Like, please move on. Like, please stop waiting. This is not for you. This is the clarity you need. Some of you guys asked the universe earlier today, I'm seeing, where is this connection going? Will they come back? When will they come back? Spirit's saying it does not matter when they'll come back. It doesn't matter when they try again. Yes, we are confirming they still think about you. They're still like low-key obsessed with you. However, that does not mean that they're for you. They are not good for you. They do not have the maturity that you need. Okay, 2 cards came out. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This is clarifying. They will come back. That's not a good thing, though. Not a good thing, guys. Okay? And when they come back, I don't feel like they're going to be matured. I don't think they're going to be any more healed. They're not going to offer you what you want and need. It's not a good thing. The Wheel of Fortune does show surprises, surprise communication, surprise changes out of the blue, happenstances, but it's not positive when it's in reverse. 6 of Pentacles, you deserve people and situations that give to you as much as you give to them. You're loyal, you're dedicated, you have an open heart, you are wonderful. And, your spirit guides, the universe, they're ready to spoil you. They're ready for group number 3's main character story, okay? Like, when you choose self-respect, when you choose filling your own cup up first and getting out of the cycle of getting these hits of dopamine, feel-good energy, I feel like I was telling a very similar story to group number 2. When you stop getting your hits of feel-good energy from thinking about your crush or this person, or, daydreaming about getting back together or it finally working out, and you start sourcing those feel-good energies from your friends, your hobbies, your life, the people, the situations, the habits that do give back to you right here in the present moment, stably, consistently. Like, that's what you deserve. That's what is good for you. 6 of Pentacles can also show generosity. Okay, finances improving. I feel finances improving for a lot of people, and it came out in every single group. 9 of Swords, yeah, this is that grieving. This is that anxiety, guys. Like, Spirit can't stand to see you like this any longer, which is why they're communicating very directly here. Like, we need to stop repeating this cycle of allowing people into your life who aren't reciprocating your love and what you bring to the table. It's time. It is long beyond time with the 10 of Swords to move on and find your soul family who's here for you right now, who can offer you what you want right now. Focus on the people, the things that do reciprocate your energy and your feelings, and they don't play these games. And that's the confusing thing for you guys, is that that this person has deep, deep feelings for you, but they're not showing it. They're immature. They put on a mask. They hide it because they're insecure. They criticize you. They get defensive. If you can't show that love, what's the point? There is no point. The Chariot reversed. Yeah. Guys, some of you, I feel like it almost feels like you're about to enter your eat, pray, love moment. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's a book and a movie. Go watch the movie. That's like this sort of energy that spirit is about to guide you through in February. So literally, if you have read the book or watched that movie, go watch it again, because there may be some inspiration, some messages there for you. Essentially, it's a story about, I don't know if she's divorced or like she goes through like a bad breakup, separation, and she travels to 3 different countries. First Italy, I believe, and she just eats whatever she wants and has a great time. And then she goes to India, I believe, and she really finds herself spiritually. And then she goes to, I think, Brazil or somewhere. I don't remember the last one, and she falls in love, and it's a whole journey that she went on by herself, like solo traveling, and she really found herself and recreated her life from that. We have the 9 of Wands coming out in reverse. Beautiful card that shows that you've been hurt. You've been through a lot. I feel like for a lot of you, like, your heart just needs a break. Like, just be single for a while. If you're single, focus on you, focus on the girls, focus on your goals. Sit in the sunlight, eat beautiful, nourishing food, have new experiences, whether it's traveling or going out. Fill your cup up, guys. This is a collective energy. I feel like we're all collectively just needing to pause for a moment, breathe out, and nourish our own inner soul. Beautiful. 2 of Cups, and it came out on its side like this, but it does look a little bit more reversed than upright. Am I right? And this is the card of breaking up, and I was going to put it right here, right near the 10 of Swords, which is complete and utter endings. 8 of Cups, moving on, breakups, separations. It's never easy to walk away. It's never the right time to say goodbye. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry that you guys are going through this, by the way. You guys are warriors. Like, you are strong. We have the 7 of Cups. Yeah, this is that confusion I was feeling. I really do feel like a lot of you may have asked the universe or your guides, like, hey, do I fight for this? Do I make it work? Are they going to come back? It's that sort of energy of like open-endedness with a person, and it feels romantic. It could also be a very close friendship or family member as well. Something very emotionally attached though. And you've been confused, like, are they going to change and come back? Like, do I wait? Do I fight for this? Spirit is giving a huge answer of walk away. Focus on yourself. At least right now, guys, and for the foreseeable future. Don't even wait for this person, because they need to go through a long healing journey. 2 of Pentacles, it's not going to be balanced. Also, a lot of you need to focus on making more money, I'm seeing, or sort of getting your financial life in order, your health in order. I don't know why I keep coming to like an international traveling or making a move for some of you. And it's like, by embracing this ending, this separation, you may have the idea, like, what if I just move entirely? And that just sets off a whole bunch of blessings in your life. So if you're thinking about moving, I would highly recommend doing it, especially if any of you had the idea to move to another country or city entirely. We have the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, working hard. I'm seeing a lot of productivity in February. When it comes to your career, you're definitely grinding. You're making it work. You're growing. You're climbing that ladder. You are bringing in more clients, customers, whatever it is that you do. I feel like you're really in a growth state with it, in terms of career, in terms of money, which is incredibly beautiful. But aside from career, any one of you who's learning a new skill at this time, whether it's in your job or your personal life, and it could be literally anything, any type of new skill, I feel like you're going to be really fulfilled by it, and it's going to bring you a lot of success. So also, I gotta say, with the rune, any of you who were worrying about the results of a certain project that you're working on, they will be successful. There is that. I should have mentioned that. So you will be successful. And I'm also seeing public recognition for the hard work you put in. So if any of you are employed by someone, I feel like your employer is really going to, recognize how great you are and how good you're doing. If you work for yourself, I feel like you will see, or hear feedback that's very positive. We have the 7 of Pentacles coming out. Lots of pentacles. See, it's like you go through this heartbreak, this separation, this grieving period, and then you throw yourself into work and productivity and really building your own life up. Not in like a negative way, which distracts you from the grieving process, but it's like, it just fuels so much inspiration within you to fix the issues that are in your life, essentially. And, once and for all, grow in the direction you want. Oh my gosh, final card out, 5 of Swords. Yeah, there's so many cards here that are just completely validating the separation. You are certainly, if you select the group number 3, ending a relationship or have ended a relationship. And if you were wondering, or maybe even you've been having readings like, oh, this person will come back, this person will come back. Spirit's saying, don't wait for it, Don't worry about it. It's time to move on and essentially acknowledge like it's over. It is completely over. So now what? What do you want to do now? And it's going to be so healthy for you guys. Whatever this situation was, this relationship that's ending, it was tremendously unhealthy for you, kind of toxic as well. It feels like this person acted like their feelings weren't reciprocated out of ego, out of fear, and just made things messy. It's not worth it. And I feel that you're gonna be able to focus a lot more of your time, your energy, your consciousness towards really fulfilling soul expansion experiences, such as traveling and, working towards the type of lifestyle that's more aligned with you. I'm seeing some deep soul searching and literally just like experiencing new things. I don't know how else to put it. I'm feeling like your thoughts are getting bolder with this heartbreak, and you're becoming more open to bold decisions, such as, traveling the world, moving entirely, or starting a business, quitting your job, crazy stuff like that. These bold ideas of yours, become more possible because your soul is no longer weighed down by this person. You're getting back in touch with your own personal sense of freedom, and it's so beautiful. Cue Freebird by Leonard Skinner. That song may have meaning for you. Go listen to it. Oh my gosh, this is very liberating. Some of you, if this was a long-term relationship, this person strikes me as controlling, to be honest, and you might have lost quite a bit of yourself in this connection. And again, you're having your eat, pray, love moment of really experiencing life deeper. It's so beautiful. This month is just the start too. This is tremendously beautiful. And this month may be about mourning the loss of this, trying not to think about it, and sort of preparing yourself financially for your eat, pray, love journey, and figuring out the practicalities of that. I don't know why I keep coming back to traveling and moving. Like I said, bold experiences. Oh my God, what's that song? I went skydiving, I went rocky mountain climbing, I went whatever that song's called. I don't remember the name of it. That also reminds me of this. It's like, Live Like You're Dying. Is that the name of that? It's basically a song about someone who realizes that he's dying, and then he does all this fun stuff and, realizes the meaning of life. I feel like you're living life more fully. I don't know how to put it. I keep coming back to traveling though for some reason. I love this reading. I honestly do love this reading. I love the energy. There is nothing like a post-breakup glow up, okay? I'm here for it. And there's so much positive energy that I'm feeling amidst the mourning. And you know what? The staff was talking about that balance of heartache and love, feminine, masculine, shadow, light. That's what this is talking about. You are certainly going through darkness and challenge and loss and grief. But in that, you're experiencing so much life. And in a weird way, this was all fated to happen like this, to get you to a point where life is sweeter and more beautiful. You're living like you're dying. So, it's all divinely written. You had to go through this to get to this point, which is annoying, I know, but that's life for you. So thank you guys for joining me. If you want to support this channel, like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe if you have not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful month ahead. Bye-bye.